Hey guys, Nerf Gun Reviewer 331. This video is a bit of an updated video. No, it's going to involve the Hornet, but in a bad way. This Hornet here, ball blaster, the reflex, and the deploy. Three of the 4 items I have here were included in my top 4 worst Nerf guns I've ever owned. And the key word, I ever owned, not in total. Meaning, if I had a buzzsaw and I said that was the worst Nerf gun, which it probably is, but I haven't tested it, so how am I supposed to know? But yeah, I'm going to go this by what I have on the bed right now. Whichever one's closest to me is number 4. Whichever one is farthest away from me is number 1. Number 4 is Hornet. The Hornet, it's okay. It depends on what you mean by okay. I said that the Hornet was pretty bad, but as it turns out, the Hornet shot pretty well, actually. I just did it in a different way. I think you were supposed to hold this, push it back, and then pump it up. And then it would do amazing range, you know, like, oh, well, I did something wrong. No problem. But there's still a problem where if you press this, if you press one of these buttons, or you press them both, and they just go up, they just fall to the ground, they don't do nothing. They go like 5 feet and that's it, then it's not worth it. But if you shoot it one individually at a time, at a good speed, I mean, it's going to go pretty far. And this is not like the worst Nerf gun, but it's in that category still. Number 3, surprisingly, is the ball blaster. The atom blaster is what it's called. I don't know if I have one of the ammo with me. I'm actually going to check for that. And I do. I have 2 of them. The green things, somebody told me to say. These 2 green things, I can't say balls because, you know, it sounds kind of weird. You push these 2 green things in and just shoot. I mean, it's pretty cool. It acts like a grenade launcher almost, somebody said to me via YouTube. And I personally think this should be number 3 on the worst Nerf guns. Although the clip size is kind of small, it could fit a lot of, you know, Nerf ammunition. However, I tried putting Nerf darts in there. It didn't work out very well. Yeah. But this is number 3. I don't know why it's number 3 though. I just need 4 Nerf items, and this was the only thing I could come up with. By the way, if you're curious about my double shot, I got a new one. This one's a lot better than the old one. Just saying, my personal opinion. So, yeah, number 3. It's a pretty okay gun, but it's still a little bit up there. Number 2, I absolutely hate this Nerf gun. The reflex. Reflex, I can't see it. It's not on here. Okay, so it's the Reflex IX1, I think is what it was called. It doesn't hold a second dart like most small Nerf guns do. Like, for example, what's a good example? The Eliminator. That's a really good example. That Nerf gun can hold 2 darts, one here and one for shooting. You pull this back. I'm gonna test it with a Busby dart. See, it just goes plop to the ground. Here, I'll give you a better look at what it looks like. Just a Busby dart. You just saw that, right? It just goes. I know that's not the right ammunition, but if I were to say test it with a, hold on a second, this dart right here, let's see what the results are going to be. To me, I don't think that goes pretty far. The range may be a little bit better. It may not. The speed, however, looked extremely slow, and someone could easily dodge that. I want something that shoots fast like a real gun, and, you know, that no one can dodge. I mean, is that the entire point of a Nerf war? You're trying to shoot the person down, gun it down before they gun you down? But if I were to use this as a handgun, I would ultimately lose within the next 5 minutes. So Sorry, Reflex, you're kind of crap. Number 2 worst Nerf gun. Now for the top number 1 worst Nerf gun. You probably guessed it. Deploy. Deploy CS6. The reason is, well, there's multiple reasons. One, this dart holder thing is pretty cool, but, you know, here, I'll give you a test. Let me go find a string light first. Here. Drop it. If I put it in there, how the hell am I supposed to get it out of there? I mean, that's one way. I can't, my fingers are too big and I can't fit inside and pick it up. Well, I can sort of do that, but I can't fit like not even like a quarter of an inch or a quarter of a centimeter or whatever of my finger into that tiny little hole right there. The flashlight is blinding even on camera. It's blinding even to look at it at an angle. So if you're trying to find your way over, yeah, that would help if you're in the dark and you can't see anything. But if you're trying to show somebody, oh, look at this cool flashlight, you blind them and they can't see. Next thing, the clip that comes with it. The clip that came with my gun, this thing, sucked horribly. I don't know where I put it. I probably painted it. Oh, here it is. This is one of them, I think. I painted it black for a reason. I don't know why. And this has no ammo, but when I try to take it out, it's stuck. It is... Oh, it's not stuck anymore, but it was just stuck just seconds ago. The other thing is that, well, if you're trying to be stealthy and you just want to go into action, as soon as you press that button, they immediately know you're like going into combat, you know. And as soon as they hear that button, let's count how many seconds it takes to get ready and be able to fight. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds. So it takes 3 seconds. It takes roughly 3-4 seconds, maybe even 5 seconds for the enemy to know that you have a gun, you're loaded, and you're possibly gonna, you know, like gun them down and whatever. And of course, if you do something wrong, say you do a rapid fire, which is this, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Just sometimes if you like be a little bit too hasty and you just go, you pull it too fast, and you get what I'm saying. Just kind of like you pull it too fast, it's stuck. So now you gotta push it forward, push it back, and that could end precious time in a Nerf war. And of course the stock I just absolutely hate. I mean, this is what it looks like. It looks like I'm carrying something a little kid should have, which is true, but there are Nerf guns like a Stampede, which is a perfectly good size for me. The sight is very uncomfortable. I mean, this is pretty uncomfortable for my neck, my eyes, and I can hardly see. I mean, the sights, they're horrible. And I have 8 minutes. This has been a good 8 minutes in counting. Making perfect time. The trigger, however, is good. The handle's good, even though it's like a built-in handle that like folds back. Pretty cool. The last thing that I just personally like a lot, that the Deploy should have had, or any other gun should have had a while ago, is a strap that can connect to here. And I had a special value pack that came with the Deploy. A clip, 6 darts, and like a strap that you could hang around it and just pull out another weapon. But you know, that is it. This is the top #1 worst Nerf gun ever. I absolutely hate this thing. I wish I sold it, got rid of it, be done with it. And of course, as soon as I get an eBay account or some Craigslist account or something like that, I'm going to immediately sell that thing. Immediately. I don't care how much money you want for it. Even if it's free, take it. Get it off my hands. Now, since that video's out of the way, on to some update. A short update. Possibly 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm losing time now. I had done a paintball gun review for a guy. The guy wanted to ask me, like, do you want to do a paintball gun review? I'm like, okay, sure. What's the catch? He gave it to me for free. I do a review, a really good job review. It's uploading right now, actually. It's called, what was it called? JT Splatmaster Z100 Firing Test and Review. That is what it's called. Should be up any minute now. What the? Oh, this is my schedule. Okay. Yeah, that's really it. So for number 4, like the least worst Nerf gun, the Hornet. Third least horrible Nerf gun is the Ball Blaster / Atom Blaster from the Nerf Vintage series. The Reflex is a little bit. It's competing with the Deploy, but the Reflex is a little bit better if you modify it. I mean, I tried modifying it, and that's the other thing about the Reflex. It sucks. To me, it sucks, and it's like hardest thing to modify because you have that little pipe metal thing, the little cylinder that's metal, and it like connects to a spring, and it's just complicated. I'm not used to that kind of modifying. But and last but not least, the Deploy is the worst Nerf gun I have ever owned. You can take it off my hands gladly. I'll let you guys pay for any price, even if it's free. So, but the one thing I won't include if I sell the Deploy is the gun strap. I'm keeping that. That's a really cool, idea and strap and whatnot. The ammo, the darts, the clip, you can keep that too. I'm telling you, it's a horrible gun. I hate it. You can do whatever you want to that stupid piece of I don't want to say that word, crap. There. That is it. See you guys later. We're up to about 12 minutes. Okay, that's a pretty long time. I had a lot to say. This is an updated version of my top 4 worst Nerf guns ever that I ever owned. And even though the ever owned won't appear on the title, it will definitely appear on the description. I will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And catch the next video I just uploaded before this one. So, see you guys later.